Hello students, welcome to RR session. Today we are going to learn lesson number 7, learning to say no. What Rita learned. Students, we all have friends and these friends are also our peer group. We all know the importance of friends in our lives. So before moving on to the explanation of the lesson, let us first understand what does peer pressure mean. Is it always good? Now people who are of your age, like your classmates, are called peers. When they try to influence how you should act to get you to do something, it's called peer pressure. It's something everyone has to deal with, even adults. Now, this peer pressure means the group in which we live. The people, the person around us are known as peer group, and the pressure which they put on us, that is known as peer pressure. Is it always good? No. Peer pressure is not always good because it can mislead the student and indulge him or her in bad habits and situations. Students, peer pressure has positive and negative aspects. Now in the positive aspect, you can see students are sitting together, enjoying some work, they are encouraging each other. Now in negative peer pressure, you can see some students, they are smoking, which is a wrong act, which is not good in our society. But they are doing in order to encourage each other. They are forcing each other to do the wrong thing. So this is a negative peer pressure. Now in this lesson, we will study about one girl whose name is Rita, and she had written about her incidents which she had passed during her school time. So in one of the diary which she used to write, she had written some of the incidents which made a turning point in her life in standard 8. So let us see what happened to her. When Rita was in school, she was afraid to go against her friends for doing something which she doesn't like. But she was scared that her friends would call her uncool or even stop being friends with her. So most of the year she just went along with her friends rather than say no to things that she knew were wrong. So she used to do everything which her friends used to tell her, whether it was wrong or right. She used to follow her friends blindly. But when she met Tanya in standard 8, she saw a sudden change in herself. Now, let us see who was Tanya. Tanya was the new girl in class 8. She was intelligent and interesting. Tanya soon became the part of Rita's gang. The day before winter break, Tanya and her friends decided to have a party at Nirmal's house because his parents were not at home. The party was great fun. Tanya was a fantastic dancer and she taught everyone some lively steps. Everything was wonderful. The food was great too. So everybody enjoyed the party. After some time, Nirmal came up with a CD of the latest movie that everyone was talking about. Rita and everyone were excited to see the movie. But suddenly, Tanya said that it is clearly written on the CD for adult viewing only. Hence, we should not view this movie. For a minute, there was silence because all knew that watching an adult film was wrong. But no one had courage to say no because everybody was scared that the friends group will make fun of the person who will say no. Rita also remained quiet. Suddenly, Veer said that there is no problem for watching this adult movie because nobody is at home. Tanya said, "It is true, but we don't need someone to tell us it's wrong when we know that it is already wrong." So everybody tried to convince her, but Tanya was not ready to break the rules. She said firmly, "It's not about getting caught and being scolded. It's about breaking the trust that our parents have in us. There are other ways to have fun, which aren't wrong. If you guys are into those, I'm staying. Otherwise, I'm going." And Tanya went away. Rita wanted to side with Tanya, but she thought, what would Veer, Nirmal, and the others think of her? So she decided to keep quiet, just as all the others did. That evening, after the party, when Rita reached home, Mummy asked her if she had a good time. She realized then what Tanya had meant about trust, because she couldn't meet her mother's eyes. Lying in bed, unable to sleep, Rita decided that whenever she felt confused about what to do in future, she would ask herself one question: will I be able to look my parents in the eye if I do this? Value gems which we have understood from this lesson. Number one, it is not always necessary to do something that our friends do. Number two, it is better to say no to friends than do things that could hurt or land us in trouble. So students, if your friend suggests you something wrong, you should take your own decision and say firmly no. Some of the auto suggestions of this lesson are: number one, I have the courage to say yes to what is right and no to what is wrong. Number two, I have the confidence to disagree with my friends when I know that they are wrong. Number three, I can differentiate between a good friend and a bad one. Students, hope you have understood and enjoyed this lesson. Thank you.